Alright guys, what is going on? We are back with another video. So today, I'm doing a video that was requested or suggested, either one, by my good friend, my brother, Alan. You can follow him on Twitch. I'll put his Twitch in the description. If you want to go follow him, check him out. He streams almost every night. So without further ado, we're going to be doing basically my thoughts on the NBA playoffs. And who do I think is going to win the awards that haven't been announced yet? That's what we're going to go through today. We're going to have gameplay in the background. Obviously, there's no sound because 2K sucks. But anyways, it's just some background so you guys aren't bored just hearing my voice. So, with that being said, my thoughts on the NBA playoffs so far. I like the concept of the bubble. What I don't like is the fact that they only had 8 season games because they had 5 months off, right? And it's not like the gyms were closed, everything was closed, so it's not like they can actually, unless they had workout stuff in their own house, they couldn't get prepared to do anything. That was my only concern. Coming back into the season, only getting 8 games. And it had some wear and tear on some teams. You could tell, like the Lakers, they were the best team in the West in the regular season. They came back, went into the bubble, and they look god awful some nights, right? Like they look absolutely terrible when they have the 2 of the top 5 players in the league. So, uh, it's I don't know, it's on and off. However, I do like that basketball is finally back. I will say I do like that. But if I had to give a prediction right now on who's gonna make the finals, I was gonna say Bucks, man, but Giannis and the Bucks, they're down 3-0. And no team in NBA history has ever overcome a 3-0 deficit lead. So Giannis and the Bucks are essentially out. It's never ever happened in history of basketball. So that's dating back like, I don't even know how long. So they're out for sure. So I mean, who comes out of the East? I don't know. Miami's looking really good, but I just don't think Miami has the team to do it. So I'm gonna say the winner of the Celtics Raptors. So I'm gonna say probably the Celtics. I would say I'm gonna say Boston Celtics against the Clippers. I think the Clippers. They're the best team in the league, the most depth. You obviously have Kawhi, Paul George, Montrezl Harrell, Lou Williams, Patrick Beverly, Marcus Morris. You know, the list goes on and on of who they got. So I would say him. I would say them. Um, Now, Coach of the Year was already announced. Let me just win this tip off here. I lost anyway. Coach of the Year was already announced. It was Nick Nurse of the Toronto Raptors. I don't agree with this pick. Now, the only reason I don't agree with this is because, yes, the Raptors lost Kawhi Leonard. They were projected to be bad. But with that being said, everyone knew they were a good team without Kawhi. You know, they added Kawhi, yeah, that brought them the championship, but they were good without him. They were always a good regular season team without him. So, I think the fact that I like the Billy Donovan choice of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, the reason I like him is because when the season started, ESPN gave the Thunder a 0.2% chance to make the playoffs. You heard that right, 0.2%. And they ended up making the playoffs and taking the Houston Rockets, who are in the second round right now, to Game 7. Right, so I think it should have been Billy Donovan personally, but Nick Nurse is a phenomenal coach, so I'm not too surprised. Who was another final? Who was the other finalist? Mike Budenholzer, and I mean the Bucks were already. Everyone knew the Bucks were going to be good, so that's not too much of a surprise there. So yeah, Coach of the Year. I personally would have went with Billy Donovan, but I'm not too surprised that Nick Nurse won it, and he deserves it as well. Rookie of the Year. This was announced yesterday. It was Ja Morant of the Memphis Grizzlies. I agree with this pick. The only reason Zion didn't win is because he only played 24 games. I think it was 24 games. It's just not it's not enough sample size. That's not even 25% of the season. So for me, I think Zion would have won it for sure if he played the full season like Ja did. It's just the fact that he played so little that he didn't win. So I'm not too surprised that that happened. But it is what it is. Ja Morant had a phenomenal year, brought Memphis to the playoffs. Who's gonna have the better career between him and Zion? Who knows? Zion's had injury history really bad, so we'll see. I think Zion's gonna be a phenomenal player, but we'll just have to see. So I do agree with Ja winning. Sixth man of the year. Not going to talk too much about this one, but Montrezl Harrell wins it. Another Clipper wins another sixth man of the year. The award. Are we surprised? Yeah, God. Most improved player, Brandon Ingram, former Laker, trade to the Pelicans. Obviously, that was in the Anthony Davis trade. Very deserving winner of that for sure. Other finalists were Bam Adebayo and Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic, he was in the MVP conversation. Like everyone knew he had a phenomenal rookie year. So, I mean, yes, he improved all of his numbers, but Brandon Ingram improved them like dramatically. So I'm not too surprised that he came away with the win. Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Very well deserved. Obviously, the Bucks were the best defensive team. Not only of the season, if you guys actually check, the 2019/2020 Milwaukee Bucks were one of the top defensive teams ever in the history of the NBA. So to have Giannis win Defensive Player of the Year is not too surprising. I don't think anyone's shocked by this. It's going to be more shocking if he wins. We stole that. It's going to be more shocking if he wins MVP because, if you guys did not know, there is only 2 players in the history of the NBA who have won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same year. Those 2 players are Hakeem Olajuwon and Michael Jordan. Giannis could join the list of Michael Jordan and Hakeem. So, I mean, what a list that would be on. A privilege to be on. So, we won't talk about everything else. And finally, MVP, Most Valuable Player. Now, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this. I don't think Giannis should win it. Now, obviously, I just said the Bucks were one of the best defensive teams. Not only this season, but in the history of the game. Giannis put up terrific numbers. Do not get me wrong. Giannis is a phenomenal player. But you look at LeBron James and the numbers he put up in his 17th season. I mean, this has never been done. Right? You know, guys play, 10, 12 seasons and you know, you can see the decline, you've seen it with Tom Brady. Right? Tom Brady is the greatest of all time. And even he's starting to fall. Like, it's not that Tom Brady's not bad, because he's never been bad. He has never had a bad season. But you can tell, because two or 3 years ago, he won the MVP. Last year, he wasn't that great, and it showed when they lost to the Titans, right? So it just comes, you know, decline comes with age. You play the game, you get the wear and tear, you get the injuries. LeBron has barely ever had an injury, right? So it's really interesting because with LeBron barely having injury history, he is like LeBron of age 28, right? He is in his prime right now, which is so weird to say. This guy's turning 36. He might already be 36. I don't even remember. I mean, this is this has never been done. So, and the numbers he put up, he almost averaged a triple-double at age 35. That is unheard of. So, the NBA MVP, the finalists are Giannis, LeBron, and James Harden. James Harden's not going to win it. He's just not. Don't get me wrong. James Harden is a phenomenal player, but he's just not in the conversation. It's down to Giannis and LeBron, and I think a lot of people really do think LeBron has a chance. I think LeBron should win it, but I don't think he will. I think the voters are going to see that the Bucks are one of the best defensive teams in the game. I think they're going to see that Giannis led the charge, and I think that's what's gonna get their vote. The fact that the Bucks are great and Giannis is great. But here's the thing. Alright, don't get me wrong, Bucks, Giannis, they are phenomenal. You take LeBron off the Lakers right now. Are they the #1 team in the West? You take LeBron off the Lakers right now. Are they even in the second round? Do they beat Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers? I don't think they do. You take LeBron off the Lakers right now, and I think the Lakers aren't even in the playoffs. So, when it comes to most valuable player, the definition of most valuable really it gets out of hand sometimes. You know, the league says, oh, it's the best player of the regular season. Okay, that's not the MVP. The MVP stands for most valuable player to his team. And if you take LeBron off the Lakers, they're fucking garbage. It's just like 2010 when LeBron joined Miami Heat. Cleveland went from being one of the best teams in the NBA in the playoffs to getting the #1 overall pick and being last place. Then when LeBron left again, after Kyrie requested trade, LeBron left again, they got another top 5 pick, and then another, and the Cleveland Cavaliers haven't even made the playoffs since LeBron left again. LeBron joins them, they go to 4 straight finals. LeBron leaves, they get the #1 overall pick. It's not even close who the most valuable player of the league is. If you take Giannis off the Bucks are still a playoff team. They have Chris Middleton, they have Eric Bledsoe, they have Brook Lopez. They have all those other guys. The Lakers, they have Anthony Davis, and that's it. Anthony Davis, we've seen what he can do. He can't carry a team on his fucking back. On his 35-year-old, almost 36-year-old back. LeBron James is the finals, and is not the finals MVP. LeBron James is the MVP. You can't change my mind. I don't care what you pull up. I don't care, how you do. It's LeBron. Simple as that. Oh, but Giannis averaged more rebounds. Giannis is a power forward. He's supposed to average more rebounds. LeBron James played point guard this year and averaged over 8. What was it? I think it was more than 8 rebounds. And And for the first time ever in his career, LeBron led the league in assists and total assists. So I don't get how this is a conversation. Giannis is a phenomenal player, but he didn't do what LeBron did this year. So to me, LeBron MVP, and that's what I think. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts on not only my predictions, but who do you guys have as the MVP, and who do you guys have winning the NBA championship? I have the Clippers winning. I have Kawhi winning Finals MVP again. So I have the Clippers over probably the Celtics. I have Clippers over Celtics. And as my MVP, I have LeBron James over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next video once I hit these free throws. We're back, baby. We're getting the shot meter. Shot meter's not garbage anymore. More 2K content, baby. First and last ever NBA 2K video? Nah. We're playing my career. Come on. You know what? We're gonna call timeout. I gotta end this video with a bang. And I know just how to do it. We're putting in Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard. A long range three. Call it. Money. You know what time? Yeah. Wait a minute. What a fucking savage. You know what time it is. It's Dame time.